troopers, welcome back to the ITM 4x4 garage. And it is the summer of 2018 here. We're halfway through August. Got smoke and forest fire still going on pretty heavy, but the sun's not too bad today. It's a little bit muggy, and we've had a little collision with a 2,000-pound log. Not doing so good on the productivity note, but today we've got a special visit from my trooper buddy Sean over on the mainland. And he's brought to us this 1985, which would have been sold as an 86 Isuzu Trooper with a 2.2 turbo diesel. Got the old shop dog. How's it going, Pirate Dog? You say hello? Do you speak? Oh, you do. Okay. Right on. Anyways, let's have a look at this Trooper here, because this is a very rare Trooper to find in Canada. Again, it's the 86, so first difference that we notice here is that it's got a different grille with the round headlights. And around the side, you will notice that this is a two-door model, but this is the full long wheelbase. So it is quite a sexy beast, and it has a few peculiarities over some of the newer Troopers. The C-pillars here have these little indented louvers, not really airflow, just kind of for cosmetics. But one thing that I really love about this Trooper, and I never got to see before I saw this Trooper, was the drip on the rain gutter here. You can see they actually put in a special little notch here for water to escape. And of course, all the Troopers between 87 and 91 are pretty bad for hanging on to stuff. You get moss up in there. If you got a Trooper that was made in or manufactured in Taiwan, some of the sealant that was put up in those drip lines, they were pretty sloppy about it all, and so it will hold grime and dirt and then begin to corrode. And if you have the chrome trims on there, the chrome trims also hold a lot of stuff. But one of the other things, being how this is a diesel, we've got a different transmission in here than the MSG or the MUA. And one thing I've noticed here right away is the differences between the control arms. The lower control arms are completely different, and you can see they're kind of one-sided. So you look underneath there, and you see that control arm. It just has one fork, one swivel, and then it's tied in here with this front bar, and it's got an extra long sway bar on the front. That's pretty interesting. And of course, it's going to have different size CV joints, or shafts rather. And that 2.2 is quite a cutie. It's a little turbo diesel. He's saying that he gets, oh, the hood's not open. Sean, do you mind if we open the hood? We're going to poke under the hood? Okay. Of course, it's got the glow plugs. And we'll have a look at the little VIN sticker here. So you can see indeed, November 1985 rather, and that's going to come out as, oh, and the GVWR is actually 4300 instead of 4500. So it's a little bit lighter duty all around. The floor pan in the back, if I can just poke through here, you can see it's a lot different than the KB84s. This is actually a KB83 model. And so this floor pan comes all the way across, straight in the front. And it doesn't have the divots that the KB84 is known for. We'll have a little look at Goldie here, and you can see the differences from what I'm talking about. But let's get a cute look at this very cute C223. It's a turbo 2.2. And what a little beauty it is. They got this tiny little turbocharger down here on the side. And of course the diesel Kiki fuel pump. And a massive, massive oil filter. Look at that thing. Big old wicks. Oh, there we dropped that because I didn't want to show the license plate, so I just covered it up real quick. But let's have a quick look at Goldie here, and we can take a look at the control arms under the front. And you can see for yourself the KB84. And of course those divots, I got the ramp here for the big boy. It's kind of hard to get him out of the truck with a broken hand. He's 130 pounds. But yeah, you can see the divots here where they go in, and then it shovels across. And then you've got this, 80% floor pan all the way across. So just minor differences that have made things a little bit challenging, like fitting in a new back seat. And so on the independent front suspension, you can see the control arm is way different on the bottom, right? It's got that double bushing, and it mounts to the ball joint. Very interesting. And of course, one of the other differences we noticed was the front skid plate. On the KB83, it is much smaller. It literally only comes to about here. And the sway bar, as I mentioned, is also much different. See those links, they're completely not there. KB83 versus a KB84, very interesting. Both known to be deadly reliable. That C223, wow. You know, the rumors that I'm getting, and I hear about the service life on those, 20 to 30,000 hours in between rebuilds. What a very cool trooper this thing is. He's got himself a little camping bed built in the back. He did manage to mount this rear seat in, and he's folding it down and it makes a nice bed. And then on the back, just because he lives over on the mainland, put a big lock in there. That's a pretty handy little mod right there. Tinted windows. Do you know where this one came from, Sean? Yeah, this would have been from the States for sure, eh? Yeah. It's in miles.
Yeah, it's only miles.
Yeah, our speedometer's in miles. So yeah, this is definitely an American model. These were not introduced into Canada as far as I know. You know, like I've done quite a bit of research on that. I could be wrong, but as far as I know, there were no diesel models available in Canada. And that's again going back to the whole fiasco with General Motors and the creation of the Passport Motor Company. So if your steering wheel has a little P on the middle of the logo, it was brought into Canada through Passport Motors. Whereas if we have a look at this one, right in the middle of the steering wheel, that's the Isuzu logo, the two towers, right? Oh, sorry buddy. And he's got the super winch manual locking hubs in the front. I'll bet this beast is pretty capable in the bush. A rare model, just delighted to see this truck today. Anyways, keep the rubber side down, troopers.